Uh, Jeet, I think we will start while you do this behind the scene unlisting thing.
2 minutes more, ma'am.
Okay.
Please start.
Good. Yeah. Good morning, children. It's wonderful to see here. We have got around. We have got around 54 participants, and out of 64 delegates, we have got 54 participants who are here to continue. It's wonderful, nice presence. Thank you. Let us start. I'll start with a simple introduction before I hand it over to Ayushi, our speaker for the day on SDGs. Sharing screen. Well, welcome for this forum. As we all know, we have gathered here for the conference Ranges Grow Your Wings. for rangers and ranger leaders. This conference is exclusively made for a ranger section, so that we can have more girls who can be part and promote more of our rangering section and learn more skills which are needed for the girls in this very important age group, very important phase of their life. In this, we have got morning sessions. 9:45 would be an assembly where we want all the delegates to be logging in and being in Zoom with us. Further, we will have a prayer and a reflection. Reflection also would be given by the team duty, which you will come to know later on in the day. 11 to 11, 10 to 11 o'clock would be session 1, and 11 to 12 would be session 2. These are sessions where we have called speakers from WAGS, UNICEF, Tourism Ministry, you reporter, many of them, whoever we find it's important, and the new topics on subject knowledge have been invited here. So morning sections would be input sessions where we would be giving you information about what's happening around and what you should be doing. As I said, there would be sessions on yes movement, SDG, diversity, equality and inclusion, leadership mindsets, girl-led advocacy. These are various that have been taken up by WAGs, so those will be there. Then we have also established just related NBC, UNICEF, which would showcase their idea which is coming from Ministry of Tourism, like from our. Then afternoon sessions would be the output sessions where it will start at 1:45. 2 to 3 would be group discussion. You would be further around. You must have received a link to join a WhatsApp team. Team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 teams in which you would be working. You would be having a lot of group discussion within them, and then you would be presenting on topics which are connected with you at between 4 to 5. The discussion topics would be uniform. There's a lot of information, lot of turmoil which is going on at the field, that we really want to get into pants and trousers and be more comfortable. So we want to hear it from you all. So if you don't know these topics, please go back to your unit leaders, your ranger leaders, and speak to them. Go to your units and see what they want and bring it to this forum. Further on, as we are celebrating centenary years of rangering, how are we looking forward to have our centenary for the next uh, future? So that is one of the group discussion. We are going to co-create our Uprashtrapati competition syllabus, which has been there for a long, long time. So we can think about all these input sessions and how we can add into those competition syllabus. So these are only 3 outcome topics that we are looking out from this forum, from inputs to receive from you all children. This is the gist about the schedule for the next 5 days. Do we have any questions here? Are they all into panelists or attendees? Okay, you guys can type or also put into your WhatsApp group, and we will see if there is any question. Not not wasting much of Ayushi's time, because she was given 1 hour for her session and we have already eaten up half an hour for her. So over to Ayushi. Ayushi beta, continue.
So, hello everyone. I hope so I'm audible. Please confirm me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Hello everyone. Good morning. In this session, I try to take you in a trip of SDG world, where you get understand about the SDGs and why it is important for you or even for everyone in this world. I'll try my best. So let's start with full of the enthusiasm. Before I start the session, I just show you one video to you. Just look into this and let's discuss on this also. That video is made by the UN for the SDGs. I just share my screen.
Ayushi, volume. Unmute yourself.
And getting people to help with goals of peace and sustainable development around the world. Their mission is huge, but we're breaking it down in 2 minutes. 17 sustainable development goals. Let's get to them, cause the more you know. Look, in some corners of the world today, people are living on $1 a day. Hey, that's not how it ought to be. So go 1, eliminate poverty, and go 2, root out hunger across the globe. There's 800 million people hungry, if you want to know. Number 3 is health and well-being, and getting people the health care that they need in. Learning in school are the harder goal for. Education opens up minds and doors. Goal number 5 is empower girls and women so they can have the same rights that men are given. Number 6, people need water that's clean. Poor sanitation can spread disease. Carbon-free energy is goal number 7, and how to achieve it is a question that's pressing. But if we put our minds together and work hard, we can fight find a solution, I'm guessing. 17 sustainable development goals to improve life all around the globe. Protecting human health and the environment. Whatever bed we make, we gon' have to lie in it. 17 sustainable development goals to improve life all around the globe. Protecting human health and the environment. Whatever bed we make, we gon' have to lie in it. Now imagine that you work all day for no pay. Economic growth and decent work is goal 8. Goal number 9 is to foster innovation in infrastructure and industrialization. Goal number 10, inequality reduction. 11 is sustainable city construction. 12, well, that's sustainable consumption. So what we use matches up with production. Goal 13 calls for urgent action to combat climate change, cause we know it's happening. 14, protect life under seas. 15, protect life on land. Goal 16 is for peace and justice. All over the planet, they're in high demand. And the final goal, number 17, is the critical factor, the heart of the machine. It's to strengthen the way we achieve these goals of sustainable development around the globe. Yo, 17 sustainable development goals to improve life all around the globe. Protecting human health and the environment. Whatever bed we make, we gon' have to lie in it. 17 sustainable development goals to improve life all around the globe. Protecting human health and the environment. Whatever bed we make, we gon' have to lie in it.
So this video is made by the UN for the specially for SDGs to advertise them or to teach them the people that it is important for everyone. So let's start our session and go through it. Ma'am, I'm unable to share my screen.
Try now.
Yes. So let's start SDGs. So you can see that there is a 17 points, or you can see the SDG wheel where you can see the 17 different colors. So SDGs is all about that no one leave behind. Which means need to take us each and everyone in this world. Sustainable Development Goals is made by the United Nations. In September 2015, there is a General Assembly from 25th of September to 27th of September. The agenda is for development. That includes 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which lead the principles of leave no one behind. The sustainable goals are collected of 17 global goals that United Nations General Assembly in 2015. In this assembly, there are 193 countries that adopted 2030 agenda. That agenda have 169 targets and 232 indicators. I just want to elaborate that thing. That assembly was in 2015, where actually the SDGs was born. That time the assembly or the 193 countries are agreed that they will go with the SDGs and adopted them. These are the 17 SDGs. I just want that you can select your ones. There is no need you need to select each and every 17 SDGs. This is the SDG pyramid that shows us what is the SDGs have. 17 SDGs have 169 targets. The targets means each and every SDGs have some particular targets to achieve, and all the targets is totaled 169, and same as the indicators. So there is a 232 indicators is there. So we need to have a question that from where it comes, from where the SDGs comes. Before the SDGs, there is a MDGs, which is Millennium Development Goals. That has 8 international development goals, which is ended by the 2015. Before that, in 2015, September, UN developed the SDGs. So let's go with one by one, and let's do it one by one. First is no poverty. What the goals means? The goal means that to end the poverty in all its forms everywhere. Poverty is not just that the someone don't have money. There is other kind of a poverty is also there. So we need to end them also by 2030. You can see the photo one, which is indicates there is a two child, there is a lady, there is a gentleman, and there is an old one also. So we need to end the poverty from each and everywhere. They have 7 targets, which I mentioned later also, that they have a different, and each and everyone have a different kind of a targets. So no poverty have 7 targets to achieve it. So we need to work on them, that how can we end the poverty. Then the second one is zero hunger, which means end hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition and sustainable agriculture. This time, the zero hunger is, sometime the zero hunger is going wrong, that the only the food supply that is not the zero hunger. We need to teach them that how can they earn the food, or how they can earn the nutritions. So that's the main behind the agenda of zero hunger. So that's why they create 8 targets behind that. There is a total 8 targets that we can do that, and then we can achieve the zero hunger. Then the third one is good health and well-being. So what's the goal here? Ensure healthy lives and promoting the well-being at all age. Means good health is not only for the young or for the elder age. It is required for all of the age. Right now, we can see that COVID teach us that health is most important other than everything. It has 13 targets. It teaches that how can we can each and everyone in this world get healthy. And the fourth one is quality education. Quality education is more for the, not for to give the education, but to get the education. Education in terms of quality, not in terms of quantity. So this is the target of quality education. Quality education ensure inclusive and equitable quality education, so that each and everyone get the opportunities for all. Quality education has 10 targets. There is also a one target which is specially for the girls, because still there are so many countries which is where the girls will not get the proper education. Then the fifth goal is gender equality. Gender equality, it is not only for the girls and boys, but for the all the genders. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. There are two parts of gender equality. One is every gender get the equality and empower the women and girls. That has 9 targets which want that the discriminations of woman and girl get ended by all the forms in everywhere. And then the sixth one is clean water and sanitization. That needed that everyone get the clean water, ensure availability and sustainable management of water. That has 8 targets. There is still so many villages, or even we can say the cities, which do not have a clean water, or maybe they survive for the water. Then the next one, goal 7, affordable and clean energy. Ensure the access of affordable and reliable sustainable modern energy. It requires for everyone or every country, because if we not go to the clean energy, we are not able to afford it. That's why UN said that if you clean your energy, you get the different kind of ways to get the energy, you can afford it and you can give it to each and everyone, even in the villages. They have 5 targets. And then there is a next goal is goal 8, decent work and economic growth. Decent work and economic growth goes to promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth. It has 12 targets. It requires a decent work and then we can get the economic growth. Then there is a next one, goal number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. Build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusion and sustainable industries and foster innovation. It requires that we can we can innovate and infrastructure ourselves. You can see that after the corona, we can innovate or infrastructure each and everything ourselves. That's the thing that SDGs want, that everyone go for the innovation and infrastructure themselves. They have the 8 targets. Then the next one is reduce inequalities. Reduce inequalities within and among countries. There are 2 kinds of things they want to say. First, they said reduce inequality within. There are different kind of inequalities. It is not only about the gender. It is not only about the rich and poor. There are so many inequalities in our societies. So we need to work on that to reduce them. And among countries, there are different countries who have inequalities because of their social work, because of their infrastructure, financial condition. That's the thing. That's they want, that every kind of inequality in this world should be reduced. Reduce inequality has 10 targets. Then goal number 11, sustainable cities and community. What's the mean here? Make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resistant. That goal teach us that every city and the community sustainable. Should the cities and the communities can understand and settlement of each and everyone. They have a 10 targets. Goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. Right now, we can understand that how the consumption and the production we can do. Responsibility is ourselves. We need to understand how much, when we need to consume and how much we need to produce. That's the thing we need to understand. We need to understand that we have to understand that we just use the resources on that we need. Whenever we need, then only can we use our resources. They have 11 targets. Goal number 13, climate action. Take urgent action to combat climate changes and its impacts. Right now, we can see that how the climate are going to change. The rain is still coming and the heat is still not going. So this kind of action, that kind of action required who can impact on our climate. Right now, the sea water is increasing because of the heat. So we need to understand this. We need to change our lifestyles so that our climate also gets safe. Climate action has 5 targets. Goal number 14, life below water. What the goal here? Conserve and sustainably use the ocean. We all know the all of most the wastage we throw in oceans, but we forget that there are also our lives. So we need to understand that there is a life, so we need to save them also. Life below water has different targets. Goal number 15, life on water. Same as the life under the water. Just like the life under the water has a target that we need to save the lives under the water, that the same, on the 15 goal, we need to save the life on land. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, forest, and combat. These are the life on land targets. Goal number 16, peace, justice, and strong institution. We can see that if this institution is not strong, or we not able to get the justice, or we not maintain the peace, how our societies or the communities get disturbed. We can see the number of examples are there where the people are using our institution and just not get we not get the justice actually. Peace and justice have 12 targets. Partnership for the goals. We all know these 16 goals are so much difficult to get achieved, but we all also know that there is nothing impossible in this world. So this is the 17th goal which help us to achieve all the other 16 goals. They strengthen us to implementation. They give the hands to go for it. So these are the 17 targets. So these are the 17 goals which we need to focus and just do it and do our best. So these are the targets, but we all have one question. Maybe why it is matter for us, or why it is important for us. Yes, UN made it, but why should we need to do that, or why should it's matter for each and everyone? So how I said that in the beginning, that it is matter for each and everyone, and it is important for each and everyone in this world. Let's know why. I just want that all of you please close your eyes once. Please close your eyes and I just read this one. Please feel this thing and imagine the world where you can see all of the important goals. You just think that we are already achieved the goals. Now we see how the world is looking. I just request all and everyone, please close your eyes and just listen from your ears and feel your heart. Imagine a world where there is no poverty, zero hunger. We have good health and well-being, quality education, and full gender equality everywhere. There is clean water and sanitation for everyone. Affordable and clean energy has helped to create decent work and economic growth. Our prosperity is fueled by the investments in industry, innovation, and infrastructure. And that has helped us to reduce inequalities. We live in sustainable cities and communities, and responsible consumption and production is healing our planet. Climate action has kept the warming of the planet, and we have flourishing life below water, and diverse life on land. We enjoy peace and justice through strong institution and have built long-term partnership for the goals. This is why it is important or it is matter for each and everyone. Now, just see how we are already doing so many things for the same. Right now, we are working on it. We are doing so many projects on it. And there are so many initiatives which is already doing by our organization or by ourselves actually. So let's start and do understand it. So first we start with the WAGs. How the WAGs right now doing the SDGs, or how they give you the platform where you can do the SDGs and learn about it very easily. So from 2016, WAGs adopted SDGs and the goals.org. The goals.org is an organization which is supported to the UN, and WAGs is a partner of the goals.org. The goals.org actually is a free learning program platform to help people from the guiding and scouting movement learn about SDGs. So are you want to see that how it is look like? This is the goal.org, the wax.thegoal.org, where you can access your courses and you can put your projects for SDGs. It is particularly made for SDGs only, where you can make the groups, you can be a coach, and you just need to access your courses. Here you need to work in patrols and you need to submit your projects and your activities in the groups. Here the one is the one, your leader is the coach. I just request to all the ranger leaders, please access this course and you will be the coach. Please add your team here so that you can do these courses with your team. There are also the WASM initiative. WASM also create the Scouts for SDGs. where the same you can take your actions, do your activities and share it. After that, we go with the BSG initiatives for the SDGs. Let's start. So I'll just show you some of the projects, some of the planning and some of the actual ground planning where you can see the BSD members doing so good in it. So we start with the Zero Hunger program where our BSD members doing. There are 700 members doing this project right now. They help at the railway stations and local area for the same. You can now see the pictures where our BSD members provided the food at the railway station to the beggars or maybe the needy people. It is also at the local area where our BSD members provide the food to the needy people. In the schools also we provide the same thing. You can see that they give the foods to the needy people. So let's go to the next project, which is on quality education, which is aimed to teach the slum area children and convince their parents to send them to the school. Here our volunteers go in a slum area, or we can say the rural area, and teach the children and also convince their parents to send them in a school. Also, they try to enroll them in the schools in the nearest one. You can see some pictures where they were teaching to the in the slum areas. Here are some other ones. Let's go to the next project, which is based on clean water and sanitization. This goal calls for clean water and sanitization for all people, that officially wording is ensuring availability and sustainable management of water and sanitization for all. Here you can see that our members is try to motivate or aware the people about how they can sanitize the water and how can they need to store them. Let's go on the next project, which is based on the climate action. They try to leave the world a little better than you found it. That means कि आप एक ऐसे वर्ल्ड को जिए या एक ऐसे वर्ल्ड को छोड़ के जाएं जैसा आपको उससे बेटर जैसा आपको वो मिला था. So let's see. This is how our members are working on that, and they are trying to give more trees and more air to the environment. I just want to give you a short story about that, how I hear and how I get into the SDGs. Actually, I'll participate in the program of UL4C, which is Unlock the Leadership for Change, which is organized by the WAGs. You can see that picture. I attended the program from 9th October to 13th October 2019 at Malmo, Sweden, where I learned the leadership, the different mindset, advocacy, leadership for change, different kind of community, and understand how to make a project and implement it, and also how to evaluate it. This is the team where we can learn from each other also. We are working the regional groups. You can see the different kinds of a country's members here. We are working on our projects right now. After that the event, I made two projects for the same to run the SDGs. Right now, I'm working on two projects. First is Scout Guides for SDGs, and the second is Freedom of Education. The aim behind that on the first project, that is that I can enroll or the participate in maximum members in SDG programs. And the second one, this is the aim for me, that we can educate maximum people in the world. This is the session which I am taking last month and taking all the precaution of COVID that time. And this is the second plan which we are presenting on 25th September to 27th September. As I share with you, that there is a first meeting when the SDGs agenda was taken from 25th to 27th. That's the day when the SDGs are born. So we are celebrating on that days, and we are going to at least 50 unprivileged children and plus to help them in their education. So I'll just request you, let's join and achieve SDGs together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you, Ayushi. It's a nice start. Thank you. Nice start with the SDGs. As we all know, SDG plays a very important in making a better world. So let us think about it, because we can also add in SDGs into our Uparashtrapati Puraskar curriculum, so that all the children, all the rovers and rangers in India can use that and utilize SDGs in their work. So nonetheless, we are almost in time, just 5 minutes here and there. That's great. I'll just bring all the attendees into panelists. So if you have any questions, we can just sort it out in the next 5-10 minutes. And then we come back for our second session. Can we have all the panelists, all the attendees coming into panelists? Yes. Great. I can see so many people here. as soon as they all come in, there would be a poll that we will launch. Great. We have almost got all of us here. Um, from tomorrow onwards, the morning session, we request you all to be in your scarf. Uh, Today, first day, you were all in uniform, and the last day, which is the 23rd afternoon session, that is 2 o'clock, we want you in uniform, so that that is the closing session. These are the only two sessions when we want in uniform. Otherwise, you can just wear a scarf and be comfortable. Wherever you're sitting, it will be appointing later on leaders and counselors to have a laptop, because there would be some suggestions, there would be some presentations that you would be making. So for that reason, we want you to have laptops, is if possible, or else we are good. Now, on your screen, you will receive a poll. So it's a very simple one. I want you to poll and get back to us on how you found today's session. We are 48. Good. We have co-host opening. How it looks. See? Okay, great. We have got 100% results from the first day. Everyone has made an effort of giving your say. Good. We do have some of them who said can be better, can be better. Thank you very much. Every session we will have this poll, uh, so that we come to know how we are doing, and we will be monitoring this. Do we have any questions in the morning session and the afternoon session? Have you all got a link to join the WhatsApp group? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I hope everyone has joined the group.
Yes, ma'am. We have joined.
Okay. Now, afternoon session. See, even now you can see participants are just saying as K Gayatri, Aditi Kundu. We don't want those names. We want your name to be Aditi underscore, in which team you are. Team 1. So it should be Aditi underscore 01.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And same goes with all of them. That is how we want. Only then we will be able to put you in. the panelists, because we don't want anyone else outside us, because your selection we have received from the state, and after that we have given you this link. There are more people, there are around 500 children who registered, 500 members, and who are not on this. We have moved them to YouTube channel, but YouTube also closed one, not everyone. It is not a public one where everyone can see what we are doing here. So for your attendance and for your proper communication, we want your label names to be renamed properly. Is there any questions? So you can change, have your food, and come back at 1:45. Yes, Buleshwari. Abhi save karo. Who has not got the link for WhatsApp group?
Can you see once more?
Okay. So what we will do is we will share the screen with the groups, the teams that we have. Okay. In team 1, we have got Goa, Maharashtra, then again Goa, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Haryana. So all these members who are delegates will come into this team, that is team 1. IT team, can we have the link for team 1?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In the chat box, team 1.
You want team 1 WhatsApp link?
Yes.
Okay, we can share.
And your counselor is? Dala? And the counselor for team 1 is Rinku Tomar. Then we have team 2 counselor is Pushpanjali Mahapatra. Team 2, we have got Andhra Pradesh. Team 2, we have got Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, East Coast Railway, and Telangana. Then we have team 3. Team 3 का कौन है? We have team 3, that is Suesh Lodha. Suesh Lodha ma'am is team 3.
Okay.
Team 4, we have got Sarita Pandey ma'am. टीम 4 में है मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान, छत्तीसगढ़, एससी रेलवे, वेस्ट बंगाल. ये सारे आएंगे टीम 4 में. फिर टीम 5 है ऋतिका. टीम 5 में है Radhika Triveni, काउंसलर. सो जो भी बच्चे यहाँ पर है, मेघालय वाले, NF रेलवे, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, आसाम, मणिपुर, मेघालय, हिमाचल प्रदेश, आपको कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम्स है, कुछ भी क्वेश्चंस है, आप राधिका मैडम से पूछ सकते हैं. आपके काउंसलर्स भी आपके व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में आ जाएंगे. टीम 6 जो है, दैट इज अंजू शर्मा मैम. उत्तराखंड, पंजाब, मिजोरम, नागालैंड, सिक्किम, त्रिपुरा, ईस्ट कोस्ट रेलवे एंड दिल्ली. ये सारे टीम्स के व्हाट्सएप लिंक्स हमने डाल दिए हैं, तो प्लीज मेक इट अ पॉइंट ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग दैट, बिकॉज वहीं से आप यू विल बी एबल टू गेट मोर ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन डायरेक्टली.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Not taking much more time because we need to have lunch and come back. Let's come back at 1:45 if we don't have any questions. Do we have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. So afternoon session का हमारा link अलग है because we will be having a meeting where you can have more time, where you will be going in your groups and discussing. So that's a different link which you will get, which you've already got in your emails.
Team 1 please list एक बार screen share कर दीजिए. Team 1.
Yes, I will do that.
लिंक एक बार जो है ना वो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में डाल देने बोलिए मैम.
हाँ वो सही रहेगा. व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में
जी.
हाँ
मैम, सेकंड आपका जो लिंक है व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप जो हम लोग का है उसमें डाल देने बोलिए मैम. सिंपल रहेगा.
सेपरेट है, आप मेल में चेक करो मैम.
मेल में तो चेक की थी मैं सुबह वाला, तो प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था मेल से ये करने के लिए, तो वो मैडम एक है वो व्हाट्सएप में डाली तो फट से ऑन हो गया. सिंपल के लिए रिक्वेस्ट कर रही हूँ.
ठीक है, we will get that thing done. No issues. Okay.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू.
Thank you. We will get that thing done. आज दोपहर का आप आ जाइए. बाद में फिर जो आपका ग्रुप लीडर होगा, हर एक टीम का टीम लीडर होगा, that we will be organizing much more better. ठीक? तो रिंकू मैम आपको लिस्ट मिल गई?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
ठीक.
और मैं WhatsApp ग्रुप भी ज्वाइन कर लिया है.
Okay, great. So all join in into the WhatsApp group, so we will have more communication. Thank you. That's it. फिर मिलते हैं 1:45.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम.
Okay,
ma'am.
bye.
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 ओके.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम.